Hey everyone, Romel here, and in this video, we're gonna be taking a look at this. This is not a lightsaber, although it does kind of look like one. This is the Godox TL120. This is a 4-foot tube light, and this is currently the largest tube light that Godox offers. They have two other sizes out there. One is the Godox TL60, which is about 2.5 feet, and they also have the TL30, which is about a foot. I've been meaning to pick up a tube light. I currently have two other lights. I have an SL60 as my main key light, and I also have an SL60 up here as my rim light. And I thought that adding a tube light would give me the most flexibility and versatility when it comes to lighting up my scenes a little bit differently. I've been using these two lights and they've been really great, but I wanted to try and do more, and I thought that an RGB tube light would give me that option, especially when it comes to B-roll. I can be a little bit more playful with my light. I don't have to just use this. I can change up the lighting because it is RGB, so I can change the color to match the product. I'm still really learning about lighting and different lighting techniques, so this has been a really fun experience for me, just being able to play around with a tube light. There are quite a number of other features with this tube light that I'll go later on in this video, so stay tuned for that. I did receive this tube light from Godox, but as always, just because a company sends me a product, it's not going to change how I look at a product or how I review it. I'm always going to share my honest thoughts and opinions with you guys. That's not going to change just because they sent over this product for me to review. This does retail for about $388 Canadian on Amazon, $299 US, and on BH Photo it does also have a 4 light kit which retails for $12.99. I'll have those links in the description below. As always, some of them may be affiliate links, and if you do use those links, it does help out the channel. Anyways, let's get to the unboxing. Inside the box, you get a bag which has the light and all of the accessories. The bag is a really great addition as I can safely store my TL120 in here, and if I ever did need to bring it with me outside, it'll be easy to just pack everything in the bag and go. In the bag, you get the instruction manual and the tube light. There is a little pocket inside the bag which has the rest of the accessories. They include the wall outlet plug, the clips for mounting, and a cable for a DMX controller. It also has 2 wires that you can use to hang the lights up. As you saw earlier, I turned this on and it's not plugged into anything. The Godox TL120 is a wireless tube light. For running this light at 100% power at 5600 Kelvin, it lasts about 2.5 to 3 hours, which is more than enough for my needs when it comes to filming for this YouTube channel. You do have the option to plug it into a wall outlet if you need to run it more. My studio space here is relatively small that I can reach an outlet pretty easy, so if I do ever run out of power, I can just plug it in and then I'll be good to go for however long I need. You can mount these lights with the mounting clips provided, or you can also use the wires that they provide. The wires let you basically hang it from anywhere you can, but I went with the mounting clips. For my setup, I don't really have anywhere that I could hang it off of. The clips are really easy to use. They have this plastic latch that you can open, and the tube light kind of just goes inside and then it's hooked up. You can attach this to a light stand. For the light stand that I'm currently using, I don't have the option to mount it any other way than horizontal. I did have to pick up this adapter where I can set it like this, so I can put the mount vertical on my light stand. So I screw this on here and then on my light stand. And now I have the light just chilling there in the back. It does offer a nice light. To control the lights, there are a few options. You can use the controls directly on the light itself. You're able to change the different modes, brightness, settings. If you get the 4-light kit, that also comes with a remote control, which lets you connect to the lights and you can use a remote to control your lights. The way that I control the lights is through the Godox app. This is fairly easy to use and set up, and I like being able to navigate and see the different color options on my phone. I'm going to take you through the different modes that you can control the light. You do have the RGB, which lets you choose the RGB color of the lights itself. You have the sliders that you can use to change the different RGB values of the light. You have the HSI mode, again, just a really easy way to choose the color that you want. And then there is also CCT. You can set this to a specific color temperature. So right now I'm just setting it to 5600 Kelvin. 5600 Kelvin, and then you can also change the brightness over there. You do have the gel filters. If you want to simulate a specific gel color, you can use this to choose the gel. There are also these different effects that you can simulate on your phone. Fire, police truck, fire truck, ambulance. This is probably best used off camera, placing it in front of me or something and then having that effect simulate. Like I mentioned in the intro, I really wanted a tube light because I thought it would offer me the most versatility when it came to doing product B-roll shots. If you're new to this channel, I primarily focus on tech reviews, whether it's mice, keyboards, gaming peripherals, PC builds, and I really wanted a way to try and change up my product B-roll shots and not really just change the backgrounds. I wanted to try and do a little bit more and try to get a little bit more creative with them as well. And I thought that a tube light would give me that option, especially changing the lighting and the mood of certain shots. And the TL120 is really great in that regards, as I can set the color of the light to change the mood of the product shot. The TL120 is long enough to light the general area that I mostly do for my product B-roll shots. So I can put it on top of this table and then film that way. The one thing is that I do find myself wanting a couple more of these just because I want to have different colors coming in at different angles. So I'm pretty sure that I will end up buying maybe a couple TL60s or maybe one more TL120 just to round out my lighting kit in the near future. These also work really great as practical lights. If you haven't seen my desk setup video, I have that just chilling over here. I didn't have this mount yet. And yeah, I do plan on just putting this in the background of my videos. I think it does look pretty cool, but I will try and get a C-stand so I can position it a little bit more differently. The other thing that I really like about this tube light is that I can position it in pretty hard to light places when it comes to using these continuous lights. Since it is wireless, I don't have to worry about a cable. A lot of the shots that I did underneath my desk was lit with the TL120. I just placed it under my desk pointing upwards, and it was really easy to light that, as well as parts of my sim racing rig. I do plan on also having it in the background of my streams when I do start streaming again. I do plan on updating you once I do have all of that set up on my stream. I do plan on doing like a full stream setup video once I start streaming again. I know it's been very sparse, but I do feel like this could play a part in my stream setup as well as the overall vibe and look of my stream itself. The Godox TL120 does have an optional grid as well. The grid is super helpful if you want to direct the light and minimize the spill. I've used this grid and non-grid in a variety of my B-roll shots, and here's a comparison of what it looks like with the grid, and here's what it looks like without the grid. Something that I wish was a little bit different with the TL120 are these mounting clips. As you can see, you can only really screw them in one way and you can't change the orientation. If you're like me and you only have a light stand that lets you mount it like this, I can only really mount the TL120 in this orientation. I wish there was some way for you to be able to change it. If I mount this right now, I'm kind of stuck like this. Yeah, this is just a basic light stand. I've seen other light stands out there where this part is built in. I did need to purchase this. This wasn't that expensive, but I wish there was a way for me to change or rotate it with the clip itself. I guess I could have mounted the clip here and then just hang the light down this way. But again, I wish there was just a way to change the orientation and then give me a little bit more flexibility with how I can mount the light without having to purchase something like this or have a C-stand already. Overall, there isn't really anything else that I didn't like with this tube light. It really checked off all of the expectations that I wanted from a tube light. I feel like it does give me the flexibility and the options to be a little bit more creative when it comes to lighting my B-roll shots. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know if you have any questions or comments about the TL120 and I'll do my best to answer them. Let me know if you guys like this kind of video as well, where it's focused more on camera related gear. I do have a number of other videos planned, like the rest of my lighting equipment, my audio equipment, as well as the cameras and the lenses that I use for my YouTube videos. A little fun fact is I used to work at Best Buy back in 2011. If you scroll all the way to the bottom of this channel, most of the products that I got were when I started working at Best Buy and I was in the camera department. So all I did was really talk about cameras all day, and I was really into photography back then. So it's been nice to be able to talk about this topic again. And if you guys want to see more of this, let me know. Let me know what kind of topics you guys want me to talk about. I have changed my setup pretty drastically in the past year and a half. So I really want to share what I've learned, kind of the gear that I've gone through and kind of have stuck to, and hopefully it helps you guys if you're starting out and don't know what kind of gear you need or how you can use the gear that you have. And yeah, let me know. I'd be really interested to see if you guys want more of that content, and I'd be happy to make it. I do have the rest of the tech videos planned still. I'm working on a few keyboard reviews, and I still, as always, keep delaying the VRS DD as well as the Husenfeld sprint pedals, but I will have those out in the near future. I do post content on my other social media. I will have those linked in the description below if you want to follow me there, and I will catch you guys in the next one.